Thank you for tuning in to Travel Time this week, and my guest is David West, and we were going to talk about the country of Belize. Belize is an English-speaking country just south of the Yucatan, and David has planned many trips to Belize, and I'm going to visit with him and let him tell you about his experience to Belize. Thanks for coming on to the show, David.
Thanks for having me, Cheryl.
Now, you've traveled to Belize how many times?
I've been to Belize 9 times, and I'll be going again in February here for the 10th time.
Okay, and now would you please tell our viewers what the adventure of getting to your location in Belize?
It's a very interesting trip. In most cases, you have to fly, like for example, from Fargo to Minneapolis, then Minneapolis to either Houston or Miami, and then there you fly from Miami or Houston to Belize City, and then if you're going to go to any one of the tropical islands, you usually take a small plane, like a little 13-passenger plane, call it an island hopper, out to the island. Then once you get to the island, depending on the resort that you stay at, a lot of times you need to take a boat to that resort. So it's an experience in itself.
Now when you go to Belize, you always stay at Captain Morgan's Retreat, which is a nice resort because they're individual thatched roof cabanas, along with they have 2 pools, they have their restaurant. It's right on the beach. There's no road on that under the island, and you usually do your transportation by golf cart, correct?
Yeah, that's true. I like to go to Captain Morgan's. It's about a 10 to 15-minute boat ride from Ambergris Cays, from the main town. It gets you kind of away from the action. You can relax if you want, yet it is very easy to either hop on an island taxi or the resort takes its boats in and out periodically to get a ride to town and just experience the nightlife in town as well.
Now, what I have seen, what you have done over the years, you've also done a lot of fishing.
Yeah.
Tell our viewers about the fishing in Belize.
Yeah, the unique thing about Belize is there's a reef there, barrier reef, and so you can either fish inside the reef, which is very much like fishing at our local lakes. The waves and things are pretty minimal, or you can go through the reef, and that's more like deep sea fishing. So you have both options right at your fingertips there. It's very enjoyable.
We also have a lot of guests that go to Captain Morgan's, which they'll do a lot of diving. You've also snorkeled. You've also taken a plane over to one of the islands and actually golfed. Would you tell our viewers about your experience golfing that day? Yeah,
that's interesting. You could either take a boat or a plane to another island to golf. We elected to take the boat just because we thought it would be fun to do the boat ride, and the seas were quite rough. If I'd had to do that again, I'd have taken an airplane. In fact, we did, but when you go there to golf, there's an 18-hole golf course. The whole island is the golf course, and there's like 30-foot seawalls around the whole outside of the golf course. It's very interesting. Nice dining there, and it's kind of interesting because you can fly in, fly out, and it's kind of like your own personal little golf course. You get a chance to kind of live the high life for a short period of time.
And what was funny about it, would you tell our viewers the waiver that you had to sign when you went golfing?
Yeah, there's crocodiles, freshwater crocodiles in the island, in the small ponds, and there's a waiver when you sign up to pay your greens fees that they are not responsible for loss of limbs. So if you got a ball kind of down in the swamp, but pretty much just leave it there, and it's not about the score, it's about coming back with all your limbs, I guess.
So that's actually, Belize is a very adventurous country. Also, you have taken a boat into the mainland also.
Yeah, we took a boat tour in the mainland and went to the jungle to venture out and kind of see the monkeys. At that point, it was kind of a long boat ride, but it was very interesting. It was kind of, you get the James Bond feeling of kind of going up the windy river, and there's a lot of scenery, a lot of wildlife on the way. Yeah, there again, just another type of adventure. So if you're on the island or in the mainland, there's just a lot of things you can do, and the people there are very friendly, and they want you to be there, which is always nice when you're out on a vacation.
As you can see with David, he's had many experiences going to Belize, because we do travel together, so I'll let our viewers know, because most of them will know that we do travel to Belize together. It is a fun country, it's English speaking, and we would like to have you call Travel at 847-9231 and book your next vacation to the adventurous country of Belize. David, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Cheryl.